Hello everyone, and welcome to 1923 Main Street, where pavement, powder, and perfect swells combine with travel style every week. I am your host, Mike Belobradic, and today, how to prepare for snowboard season if you are a first-timer. You know, every snowboarder remembers their first day. It's exciting, you got some nerves, and you're getting to know your gear, which might not be a perfect fit on the first day. That's okay. But there's a rite of passage as well, and that is the inevitable crash landing introduction to snow that you will have in one way or another. But if it's your first time out, a little prep will go a long way. So in this episode, I'm going to run briefly through some things you should consider, and check the blog post for the written version of this at 1923mainstreet.com for more details. All right, get comfortable with the gear. So most beginners, you're better off renting your snowboard boots and bindings for the first few times on the hill. Rental shops will do a pretty good job matching equipment to your size and, your ability as beginner. And you'll learn that before you want to invest in your own setup, you want to check things out. Because unlike skiing, there's a lot of different potential foot arrangements and angles you can try and so on. So don't get too frustrated on your first day. But things you should consider buying or getting from someone, at least for your first day, are a properly fitted snowboard helmet. Definitely do this when you're learning and all the time. Quality goggles, waterproof gloves or mitts, snowboard socks. Yes, they are worth it. Waterproof snowboard pants, a breathable snowboard jacket, and moisture-wicking base layers. The goal, as you can guess, is simple. Stay warm and dry and don't overheat. Now, in advance of the season, you can do a little bit of exercise to get your muscles in order. You're going to use muscles you probably don't think about very often until after your first day. So do some squats or lunges for extra leg strength, core exercises for balance, stretching for your hips and your ankles, and cardio so that you can keep going for the full day or half day, whatever your lesson is on the mountain. You don't need to train like an Olympian. I'm not saying go out there and train, but even 20 or 30 minutes a few times a week will help. Trust me, it will make a difference. Learn the basics before your first day on the hill. The great thing about YouTube and everything else, TikTok and so on, there are thousands of great instructional snowboard videos online for beginners. So spend an evening or two watching some of these and pay close attention, in particular to the following things. How to strap into your bindings, basic snowboard stances, getting on and off chairlifts. This is a big one, trust me. Heel side and toe side turns, and how to fall safely. This is one a lot of beginners think, what are you talking about? But seriously, there are proper ways to fall so that you avoid serious injury, including things like broken wrists. The mountain is a much better classroom when you already understand the vocabulary, let's put it that way. So you don't want to learn as you go when you can get some of this valuable advice in advance. And along those lines, book a lesson, please. This is the single best investment you can make in yourself and your snowboarding career. It's well worth it, no matter how good you think you're going to be. Even if you're an experienced skier who's switching over to snowboarding, you will benefit from professional instruction because it is that different. A good instructor will teach you proper technique from the beginning and help you avoid bad habits before they start. And that can really shorten your learning curve. Expect to fall. Everyone falls. Olympians fall. Professional riders fall. And first-time snowboarders definitely fall. Falling is learning. So the sooner you embrace that, don't think I'm not going to fall, because you will. Edges are unforgiving, especially when you're learning, those snowboard edges. So the sooner you embrace it, the sooner you will start improving. So don't be cocky, because that will come back to bite you. I guarantee it. The goal on your first day isn't to look like a pro on the hill. The goal is to finish the day smiling and excited to come back with as few butt bruises and sore wrists as possible. So choose a good mountain with a great dedicated beginner area. Most have them. Nice wide green runs. If you can, choose a day that's not too busy, like not a weekend in the height of the season. Get a good snowboard school, and magic carpets are really helpful for beginners if you can find one with a magic carpet. Your confidence will grow much faster when the terrain works with you instead of against you. And finally, a few extra things to pack that you may not have thought of. The essentials: lip balm, sunscreen, a water bottle, energy snacks, a neck warmer, hand warmers, and a small little backpack to throw everything in. Mountain sun is stronger than most people expect when they've never been out there, even on cloudy days. It's sort of like a beach. The light reflects off of it. So yes, you'll get a tan, but you can also get burned. So prepare for the weather and the sun. And most importantly, enjoy it. The first season is full of milestones. You'll have your first successful turn, your first time getting off a chairlift without falling, advancing to your first blue run, and if you're lucky enough, your first powder day. But don't push that one because you may not be in a powder location. All right, everyone. The spirit of exploration is what snowboarding's all about. So, welcome to the mountain. Thanks as always for listening. Follow along on social media at 1923 Main Street. Visit the shop at 1923mainstreet.com. I'll see you again next week. And as always, roam freely and ride boldly.